Hey, my friends, good morning. My name is Mr. Jim, and I'm here at the Fayetteville Public Library, and I'm so happy that you've joined us for a virtual toddler story time. We're bringing you virtual toddler story times every Thursday morning at 10 o'clock. It's me and Miss Sarah, and today you got me, and I'm really glad to have story time with you again this week. Today in Toddler Story Time, we're going to talk about something a little bit spooky. I can't wait to talk to you about it because Halloween is coming up, and Halloween's one of my favorite holidays. Have you ever done Halloween before? Halloween is when you dress up in a costume. You can go trick-or-treating. There's lots of ways that you can celebrate Halloween. We're going to talk about one spooky element from Halloween today, and then next week, Miss Sarah will give you a Halloween story time too. Before we get started with our story time, why don't we sing a good morning song? Can you sing a good morning song with me? Put your hands up. We're going to sing our favorite good morning song, my favorite good morning song. It's called Open, Shut Them. We start with our hands up like this, and then we open and shut them. Here we go. Open, shut them, give a little clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them, put them in your lap, lap, lap. Now creep them, crawl them, right up to your chin, chin, chin. Open up your little mouth. But do not let them in. Oh, good job, my friends. Don't put your fingers in your mouth because then we'd have to go wash our hands in the middle of story time. We got other stuff to do. Let's sing that song again. Can you put your hands up with me one more time? And let's sing the song one more time. Here we go. Open, shut them, give a little clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them, put them in your lap, lap, lap. Now creep them, crawl them, right up to your chin, chin, chin. Open up your little mouth, but do not let them in. Good job, my friends. That was really silly. Give yourself a round of applause. Thanks for being silly with me first thing this morning. That's a lot of fun. I like that song a lot. Hey friends and parents, I have an announcement before we get started with story time as well. I want to remind everyone of our 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten program. It's a great way to start your readers, start your listeners on their book journeys before kindergarten. You can sign up at the preschool desk of the Fayetteville Public Library anytime. We're happy to talk to you more about that and get you started with the materials. I also want to remind everyone of our Super Saturdays. Super Saturdays are back, and they are happening at the Fayetteville Public Library every Saturday morning. Every Saturday is different, and this Saturday morning, we've got Shannon Wurst and Brad Helms, and they're going to come and sing some songs this Saturday. We love having Shannon at the library, and she is back with Brad, and they are going to perform at 10 o'clock in the event center of the library. It's going to be a great time, so if you want, you can come see us, or you can watch the live stream this Saturday. We'd love to have you at Super Saturdays. And be watching our calendar for more Super Saturdays coming up soon. All right, my friends, we have sung our song. We've gone over announcements. Now I can tell you that today in Toddler Story Time, we're talking about monsters. Monsters! No, it's not scary. It's not going to be scary at all. We're going to talk about silly monsters today because I'm going to tell you a secret, friends. Monsters aren't real. There's no such thing as monsters. Monsters are our imaginations making up really crazy creatures. Creatures that have scales or fur or horns and tails or sharp teeth. Monsters are just something we can tell scary stories with. So all of the monsters that we talk about today aren't going to be real. But we're going to read some storybooks about monsters. We're going to sing some songs. I might even have some monster friends come join us for story time too. That would be a lot of fun. So let's start with our first storybook. Our first book this morning is There's a Monster in Your Book. In this book, there's a monster. We have to find out how to get the monster out of our book. We don't want monsters in our books, do we? Or do we? Let's find out. There are 3 things that I like to do when we listen to a story together. The first thing that we do is we make sure that we're sitting down on our bottoms to use our eyes to see the story. Thanks very much for sitting down with me for story time, friends. The second thing we do is we put on our listening ears. Here are my ears. Where are your ears? Are they listening? Very good. And the third thing that we do is we catch a big bubble in our mouth. And blow it out slow. Catch another big bubble. Very good. That helps us turn our voices off. Our ears are on and listening, and we're sitting down to see the first story. There's a monster in your book. Here's a monster friend on the front. It's a little blue monster. That must be the monster that's in our book. This book is by Tom Fletcher. Let's see if we can get the monster out of the book. Here comes the story. Oh no! There's a monster in your book. Little blue monster is eating the pages of the book. Little blue monster, don't do that. We don't hurt our library books or any book. Let's try to get him out. Little blue monster has more book pages in his mouth. Shake the book and turn the page. Let's see if we can shake the monster out. Shake, 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 shake. And we're going to turn the page. Nice try. That knocked little blue monster over, but he's still in your book. Tickle his feet and turn the page. Tickle, 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 tickle. Do you see his feet down here? We're going to try and tickle his feet. Some people's feet are really ticklish. Tickle, 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 tickle. And turn the page. Well, little blue monster's laughing, but that didn't work. He's just laughing, and he's still in your book. What else can we try? Try blowing him away. Can you take a deep breath like we caught our bubbles with? And blow. Blow really hard and turn the page. Whoa, he's all the way over there now. That's better. Now he's far away, but he's still in your book. Let's try tilting the book. Can you tilt the book to the left? That way's left. Tilt the book. Whoa, now he's over there. But he's still in the book. Let's try tilting the book the other way. We tilted the book this way. Now tilt the book that way. Oh, he's hanging on. What a naughty little monster. Give the book a good wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Can you wiggle your bodies? Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Good. Now he's back over here. He was over there. Now he's over here. But he's still in your book. Let's try something pretty drastic. Try spinning the book around and around. We're going to spin the book around and around and around. Whoa, look, he's dizzy. We made the monster super dizzy. Let's try something else. Quick, make a loud sound. Make a loud noise. What if we said boo to the monster? Can you say boo like you're trying to scare him? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Boo! Oh, he didn't like that. It's working. He's running away and he's covering his ears. Make that noise again, but even louder. Can you say boo again? 1, 2, 3. Boo! Oh, I think we're scaring little monster a lot. He's gone. There is not a monster in your book anymore. Uh-oh. He's not in the book anymore. Now he's in your room. Is he in the story time room? Quickly, call him back. Monster, come back, come back. We don't want monsters in our rooms. We'd rather have a monster in the book where we can see him. Look, there he is. He's coming back. Keep calling him. Can you say, monster, come here, little monster. Monster, come here, little monster. Whew. He is back in the book. You don't want a monster loose in your room. This book is probably the best place to keep a monster. Look, and the little blue monster's happy to be back. Are you happy the little blue monster is back? Yeah, me too. Monster, you can stay here in this book. Monster's getting pretty sleepy. It says to pet Monster's head. Can you pet Monster's head? And say, good night. Good night, Monster. Shh. Look, little blue monster is fast asleep. Gently close the book so he doesn't wake up. There's a little blue monster in our book and he's sleeping. And that's okay. We want the little blue monster in our book now. So let's say the end because we made it to the end of the story. The end. Good listening, my friends. That was pretty wild. That little blue monster was all over that book. We were shaking and wiggling and spinning. I got kind of dizzy. Not really. Like I said earlier, friends, there's no real monsters out there, but there are lots of monsters in this story time because they're really fun to look at and fun to talk about too. Some of them are scary, but not too scary for this story time. I found a whole bunch of monsters in my desk drawer the other day, so I need your help to count them all. Can we go to my blackboard over here and count all of these monsters today? They all look a little different, and they're all different colors too. Here's one monster, two monsters, 3, 4, 5, 6 monsters, 7 monsters, and even more. 8, 9, and 10. That one looks like a cat. I have 10 little monsters on the board. Look at all these different monsters. Some have one eye. Some have lots of eyes. Some have lots of legs or horns on their heads. I know a fun song we can sing about the 10 little monsters, but these monsters aren't scary, are they? No, they're not doing anything to scare us, and they all look pretty silly. So these monsters don't scare me. Can you say that? Don't scare me. These little monsters are on our board, and we're going to count them again in a new song. Can you sing One Little, Two Little with me? Let's sing that song with our monsters, and they say, "Don't scare me" at the end. Here we go. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little monsters, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little monsters, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little monsters, 10 little monsters. Don't scare me. Good job and good counting. Why don't we sing it one more time? Can you count to 10 with me one more time? And say, "Don't scare me." Here we go. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little monsters, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little monsters, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little monsters, 10 little monsters. Don't scare me. Don't scare me, monsters. You're not very scary, and that's okay. Good job, my friends. I'm going to give you a round of applause for singing and counting with me. Those are all of my silly monsters on the board this morning. I'm going to leave them up there, and you can take a look at them as we continue with story time. We're going to do one of my favorite things in story time next. We're going to learn some sign language. I've got 2 special words that we can learn in sign language today. Sign language is when we use our hands to say words instead of our mouths and our voices. We can say lots of words and sentences with our hands in American Sign Language. Today we're going to learn 2 words, and the first word that we're going to learn is the word for monster. We're talking about monsters in story time today, so I thought it'd be fun to learn the ASL word for monster. To say the word monster with your hands in sign language, make some claws with your hands on either side of your body. And can you make a scary face like rah, like you're roaring like a monster? Put your claws up and then shake them back and forth with a scary face. Rah, rah. This is the American Sign Language word for monster. 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 Good job. That one's pretty easy, isn't it? It's like you're roaring like a monster. The second word we're going to learn today is the word for scary. Have you ever been scared before? Or do you think something looks scary like these monsters? These monsters aren't very scary, but if they freak you out, that's okay. We're going to learn the American Sign Language word for scary. Take your hands and make them flat against your chest like this. And can you shake them back and forth like you're a little nervous, like you're a little scared? Ooh, can you make a scared face? Scary. Scary. This is the American Sign Language word for scary. 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 Good job. We just learned 2 words in American Sign Language. We learned monster. Monster. And we learned scary. Scary. I'm really proud of you for learning 2 new words in sign language, friends. Be sure that you practice monster and scary, and you'll get really good at those. I love learning sign language with you in story times. Good job. Give yourself a round of applause in sign language for learning 2 new words today, friends. Awesome. I think we're ready for another storybook, and we're going to read one that's a little bit spookier this time, but not too scary. This book is called Under the Bed. monsters like to hide and live in lots of different places. Some people think that there are monsters under their bed. I've never seen a monster under my bed. But this friend thinks they see a monster under the bed. Oh no, they must be kind of scared or scary because they see a monster. Let's see if Dad believes little baby bear that there's a monster under the bed. This book is by David Wood and Richard Fowler. And there are 3 things that we do before stories. Are you sitting down with me again? Very good, thank you. Listening ears on? Very good. And catch a bubble in your mouth again. Oh. Very good, thank you very much. We're ready for Under the Bed. Here comes the story. Dad, there's a monster under the bed. Go to sleep. Mama bear and Papa bear are in the bed trying to sleep, but little baby bear can't sleep because they see a monster. Dad, it's got a huge body. Well, I never. Dad doesn't believe baby bear. That monster sounds pretty big. And it's got 2 ugly heads. 2 heads? We have 1 head. The monster has 2 heads. Please go to sleep. Papa bear just wants little baby bear to go to bed. Dad, it's got 3 bulging eyes and warts on its nose. Ha ha, very funny. Papa bear does not believe baby bear. It's got 3 eyes, he said. How many eyes do we have? 1, 2, I've got 2. But that monster has 3 eyes and warts on its nose. Where's your nose? There's your nose. Dad, it's got scaly hands with 6 spiky claws. Go to sleep now. 6 claws? Claws are like sharp fingers, and it's got 6 of them. Yikes. Papa bear just wants to sleep. Dad, it's got 8 hairy legs with knobbly knees. That's enough. 8 legs? That monster has 8 legs? It's like this monster. It's got 8 legs too. We only have 2 legs with knobbly knees. Dad, it's got a great big mouth with 10 sharp teeth. Listen, there is no monster with a huge body, 2 ugly heads, 3 bulging eyes, warts on its nose, scaly hands with 6 spiky claws, 8 hairy legs with knobbly knees, and a great big mouth with 10 sharp teeth under your bed. There's no monster under your bed, little baby bear. Period. End of story. That's it. There's no monster. Dad, it's not under my bed. It's under your bed. Ah! Said Papa Bear. It wasn't under Baby Bear's bed. The big, giant, scary monster was under Dad's bed the whole time, and Baby Bear was trying to tell him, and Papa Bear didn't believe him. This monster's not so scary. But did you expect to see that in a picture book like this? No. It's got 3 eyes and sharp teeth and 6 legs and 6 claws and 8 legs with knobbly knees. Just what little Baby Bear was saying. Sorry, Papa Bear, we tried to warn you. Now you have a monster under your bed. But that's just pretend. Good job, my friends. We tried to warn you. That's the end of this story, so we're going to say the end. Look, the monster went back in the book. It can't get out of this book because we closed the pages. The end. Thanks for listening, friends. Well, not so long ago, I had a monster friend that did a whole story time with Toddler Story Time before. He talked about colors. He was living in my closet where I used to live, but I haven't seen him for a while. Do you think that if we call for Monster, his name is Monster, you know, he would come to story time? He lives at the library now. So I would think that he would want to come and talk about Monster Story Time. Can you call for Monster and say, Monster? Can you do that? Try it on 1, 2, 3. Monster! I thought I heard him back there in the story time closet, but try calling him one more time. 1, 2, 3. Monster! Monster! Monster, you made it to story time. Yes, I am Monster. Monster comes to Monster story time. It is my favorite story time. Boys and girls, all of my friends at home, can you say good morning to Monster? Good morning, Monster. Yes, good morning, Storytime friends. I am so happy to come to Mr. Jim's Storytime and talk about my favorite thing, monsters. Monsters are so special because all monsters look a little bit different, just like human children look different too. Yes, I'm very, very glad that you could come to Monster Storytime. I haven't seen you in a while. Are you still living in my closet? Oh, no. Library is so big, so many closets to explore. Monster now lives in this Storytime closet. There is so much more space, very spacious, lots of fun things in the Storytime closet. Yeah, my closet wasn't so fun, so you're probably a lot better off here. Monster, can you tell us a little bit more about monster bodies? Yours looks pretty different, just like all of our bodies look different. Yes. Monster is a blue monster with orange stripes. Look at these lovely stripes. I have sharp claws, but not for scratching, just for looking, using for tools. Monster has sharp teeth in his mouth to munch. I have 2 orange horns on my head. 1, 2. And I have big eyes, the better to look at you at and see you with and to read all of the stories. Monster, why don't we sing that song you were telling me about? It wasn't the Hokey Pokey. Oh, no. That is the Monster Pokey. The Monster Pokey is far superior to any Hokey Dokey Mokey jokey. It is a joke. We're going to sing my Monster Pokey song. We're going to talk about the monster body parts. Are you ready, Mr. Jim? Oh, yeah, I'm ready. Should we stand up for it? Yes, brilliant. We're going to stand. Standing. We are so tall, Mr. Jim. Look at this up here. I know. It's pretty great. We're going to sing the Monster Pokey. First, what are we going to sing about? Why don't we sing about the claws first? Oh, the claws. Yes, the claws. Let's sing. Do you know the Hokey Pokey, friends? We're going to turn around in just a second. We're going to start with claws. Can you make claws like Monster has? Claws on our hands. You put your claws in, you put your claws out, you put your claws in, and you shake them all about. You do the Monster Pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Boo! Oh, that was pretty scary, Monster. I know you weren't expecting it. Can you say boo like Monster did? Boo! Oh, that was pretty scary. What if we ended every Monster Pokey with a boo? I bet we can do that too. Yes, we're going to say boo. What if we talk about your horns next, Monster? Yes, the horns. I have 2 of them on my head. 1, 2. Can you put your horns in like Monster? What if we made horns on our heads? You put your horns in, you take your horns out, you put your horns in, and you shake them all about. You do the Monster Pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Boo! Whoa, that was so much fun. What if we do one more thing? One more of the Monster Pokey. Let's put our teeth in. Can we put our teeth in the Monster Story Time? And they chomp. Yes, let's do it. You put your teeth in. You take your teeth out. You put your sharp teeth in. And you chomp them all about. Chomp. You do the Monster Pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Oh, that was so much fun, Monster. I'm a little dizzy from turning around. Yes. Monsters are not so dizzy. So we go to story time closet now. Mr. Jim has one more story to read to you, friends. It was so good to see you now, so I say goodbye. Bye, friends. Can you say bye to Monster? Bye, Monster. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun to see Monster. I don't see him very often. I think he's going to have to come to story time a lot more. He's a riot. Friends, we've got time for one more story. Do you want to hear one more story? It's a not so scary monster story. Have you ever read the book, Go Away, Big Green Monster? I brought the big green monster to story time. I don't know if he's going to stay on my board, so I'm going to put him down here instead. Maybe. Yeah, big green monster has big yellow eyes and purple hair and squiggly ears and a big red mouth. And we told him to go away when we read his book. But in this book, there's a little green monster. And little green monster is not as scary as the big green monster. And we're not going to tell the little green monster to go away. Little green monster just wants to go to sleep. So, let's find out what happens in Little Green Monster's book called Nighty Night, Little Green Monster. This book's by Ed Emberley. Let's take a deep breath after all that moving around. Mr. Jim needed that too. Now let's go through our checklist. Are you sitting down with me one more time? Thank you very much. Can you put your listening ears on one more time? They're ready. And let's catch a bubble one more time. Very good. We're ready for the last story, my friends. Nighty Night, Little Green Monster. What are these? They're eyes. They're big yellow eyes. Little Green Monster has 2 little yellow eyes. They're not so little. They look a little big, but they're yellow. 2 yellow eyes and little bluish-greenish nose and 2 little bluish-greenish squiggly ears. There's the nose that helps them smell and the ears that help them hear. Little Green Monster also has a little red smiley mouth with 1 tiny white tooth. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Little Green Monster also has 1 little curly purpley hair. Purple hair on top of their head. Just 1. And a little green happy face. There's Little Green Monster. Yellow eyes, green nose, bluish greenish ears, red mouth, white tooth, purple hair. That's the Little Green Monster. But there's the first star in the sky. So, it's time for Little Green Monster to go to bed. So we say, Nighty night, little green happy face. There's another star. And the green face goes away. Nighty night, 1 little curly purple hair. There's another star, and there goes the hair. Nighty night, little bluish greenish nose and 2 little bluish greenish ears. Night night nose, night night ears. There's another star, and there go the ears and the nose. Can you say nighty night, little red smiley mouth? Another star, and there goes the mouth. Nighty night, tiny white tooth. Night night, a 6th star, and bye bye tooth. What's left? Stars, another star, and 2 yellow eyes. Say nighty night to those little yellow eyes. And say nighty night to the Little Green Monster. The Little Green Monster is gone. We told it nighty night and it went to bed. Can you help me count the stars in the sky? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 stars and a big moon in the corner. But I don't see any monsters anywhere. So we say, sweet dreams and good night. That's the end of Nighty Night, Little Green Monster. This is a really good bedtime story, I think, for monsters and little kids. Friends, that was the end of our last story, so we say the end. Thank you very much for listening to all of my stories and story time today. Maybe you're going to dress up like a monster for Halloween. Miss Sarah will talk more about Halloween story time next Thursday morning at 10, and I hope you join us again for that. Don't forget that we're still live streaming all of our story times, and you can catch that schedule on our web calendar. We're live most mornings here at the library for virtual toddler and preschool and baby story times. But I'm really glad that you joined us for toddler story time today, my friends. We're going to sing one more song, and then I will see you next time. Can you wave goodbye like this? Can you say, goodbye, no, see you soon in sign language? We're going to do point to our eye and then do a little check mark. And then on another day, we're going to sing a song that uses some sign language to sing our goodbye song, and then I'll see you next time. Here comes the goodbye song, my friends. Goodbye, goodbye, we'll see you soon. See you soon. See you soon. Goodbye, goodbye, we'll see you soon on another day. Why don't we sing it one more time now that you've learned it with me? Goodbye, goodbye, we'll see you soon. See you soon. See you soon. Goodbye, goodbye, we'll see you soon on another day. Great job, my friends. I had so much fun with you today. Remember, you made today a special day just by being you. Bye, my friends. I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.